Hey guys, how's it going? It is July 5th, 2020, and it looks like our live stream is working now.
Finally.
Finally, yeah. I have enough things to talk about here with everything, so um, that Wisconsin Central. That's not the one we're downloading, is it?
No.
Oh, that's the one that didn't work.
Yeah.
We actually tried that yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Emin and I were having some fun last night. Unfortunately, I don't think it was a fun experience for those who might be watching the live streams.
Yeah, we didn't do as much as we should have.
Yeah,
Just spinning wheels.
spinning the wheels, and sometimes this happens, especially when you're dealing with one thing about. Okay, I'll say this much, and this is probably going to go a little longer than I wanted to expect. So, one, my core audience is obviously Run 8, and I posted some messages in my forums about that recently. This is my simulator of choice right now. I'm not turning back from that. I miss dispatching in Run 8. I miss the prototype. I miss using the Raildriver. But I can use the Raildriver in this. I just don't have anything set up quite yet to warrant it. So, but this is my simulation of choice, and I understand that the base of my channel was probably majority of people that were into Run 8 over the past decade. Some are here, some are gone, some have just still subscribed and never unsubscribed, perhaps. I don't know. I've noticed the views is certainly declined. Where I look at logistics and or statistics, I should say, and numbers, I can tell you here's some of the numbers. I have heard from at least one person, including Scott, who, unfortunately, I'm not sure. Scott hasn't been around the last few days, so hopefully you're okay, Scott. Everything's okay. Do get back to me. But I know Scott had purchased, was the last one who purchased trains on the last sale. Now he had, like me, he had trains before. He didn't have the greatest experience with it, and I was saying to him, and he could see it in my live streams, of course. He could see how much fun I was having with this. Others could see that my passion was back. My passion's still there. It hasn't changed. Yesterday I was a little tired. Today I had a little bit more sleep, thankfully. Got to go back to work tomorrow, and we'll see how my attitude is this evening. But I'm at a crossroads when it comes to what I should be doing as far as the content I produce. As I posted on the forum, Emmett watches YouTube with me. We don't watch. We just watched a 40-minute thing while we ate for wrestling. And 40 minutes is okay. I can handle 40 minutes, but when you start getting into some of the podcasts that are out there that are an hour or two, as much as I like the content, I can't stick with it. Now, of course, one way that we went around it, and we did the same thing, and I encouraged anybody who watched mine, not necessarily live but later on, is to skip through and find stuff that you like about it and ignore the rest. And it works for me, but in theory that's not necessarily how people really want to see their content. They want their content nicely packaged, like I do. I like to see videos that are not necessarily short. I don't mind investing a little bit of time into something, especially if I'm eating something or...
Usually around anything higher than half an hour or so.
Yeah, well, the 15 minutes to 30 minutes seems to be the sweet spot for many popular videos in YouTube. So after that, it gets to be too long, and those videos are very high quality, probably much better than mine. And not to mention, there's no way, I don't do any editing. I just stream it. I really don't interact with my audience. I do a little bit, but I just wing it and take you guys along for the ride. Unfortunately, I don't think that formula is working. Now, recently, I came across. I was really excited too when I came up with this idea, which of course Emmett said, "No, not gonna work, Daddy." But he said, "No, it's not gonna work." I said, "Yes, it will," because I kind of knew the rules, how the rules worked in the background, and I'm thinking, yeah, that thing's gonna work. And sure enough, it did. It worked pretty much how I expected it to work. So I have for example, I did a video recently where I put in, and I even posted. I was quite proud of it actually. I posted on the Iran forums, which are very busy. I was surprised I didn't get any replies on that one. I had some views, but I didn't really have much of a reaction to it. So it was kind of like, well, I guess that wasn't such a big deal after all. Maybe I shouldn't have worried about presenting it so much and just do it. And sometimes I try to come up with titles when I do the YouTubes. I try to come up with a direction ahead of time, but a lot of times things kind of flow and then get distracted by Emmett. And yeah, it'll take me into a different direction, like last night.
Yeah, no one likes Signals as much as you do. No one does.
Oh, there's people that like Signals as much as me.
But not very many people.
No, that's true. I'm a Signal geek, but no, there's a lot of people that like Signals. And yeah, I'll get distracted by Signals. I'll get distracted by Emmett will get distracted by every piece of content on the download station that you can find. And so I'm looking right now. The only thing I'm looking for is to practically get enough equipment to, like, this center beam right here. This center beam is gorgeous. There's a problem with it, and that's that number 37673.
I'm pretty sure.
No, it is. Yeah, we're almost certain. As far as we can tell, when we spawn that, it does not change numbers, and that's important to me. I want them to change numbers, not only for the switch list, but to identify them. But if I'm going to use repeated, I don't want to use. There's a lot of cars that are repeat cars that just change the number. We see a lot of it in Niagara, especially the tank cars. We see
tank cars and box cars.
Tank car, everything.
Even
tank
the hoppers.
Hoppers. You see the hoppers. Yeah, you'll see the odd. You'll see the odd, like we saw a Boston, Maine hopper.
We've actually seen a lot of those repeat.
Yeah, no, but I mean, see one at a time type thing. So I'm talking about a train.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of repetition. And what's important of that is, okay, now can I use the data that's in it? I love the schemes where you actually have the Photoshop and the thing, but I much prefer to have dynamic numbers. Even if they're not prototypical numbers, I'm okay with that. I don't care about prototypical ranges.
As long as they're dynamic.
As long as they're dynamic. That's what's important, because it's going to come into play with the operation. So when I start finding these ones that are just, the number doesn't change, and I'm downloading one right now. It's 100 and some odd megabytes. I don't know. It said it was only 20 on the disk, but we'll see. Maybe it's downloading a bunch of content. Yeah, whatever. But hopefully then, if that one works, I can download similar ones by the author, and it'll repeat the some of the content, which is what I'm hoping for. But yeah, I mean that's exactly the kind of thing I'm looking for. Is I'm trying to find content that is interchangeable, that is familiar, not to make it so much unique. Maybe some different paint schemes. That's fine. A different paint scheme is not. It doesn't take as much to load up in the system, because you're loading the. I think they load the meshes first or something. But anyways, I mean, this is a good screen to see it. I think they load the meshes up first, and then they apply the things to it. so it doesn't take up as much memory, which probably explains why I see a lot of different things load up relatively fast. Not as fast as I'd like, but that's okay. That's because my system is not the greatest. But anyways, I'm getting way off track again. This happens a lot with live streams. But the point is what I'm getting at now. It just really evolves around what the heck am I supposed to do? I do not want to spend any time playing around with editors, playing around with music, trying to make. I'm not looking necessarily for views. I'm not looking to become the most popular channel. I'm not even looking to necessarily crack the 1,000 threshold that YouTube puts in, that you can only make money off of it. It'd be nice to make money, but realistically speaking, I don't see it happening.
And even if it did, it's not that much.
It's not that much. We're in a micro niche of a niche. I'm not going to go playing the most popular games and then dumping the ones that I like because they're not as popular to some, like I've seen some providers do. So, you know, I mean, I won't name names and I won't name programs, but I saw a video just yesterday of somebody who did an episode 1 of something that he's done in the past as if it was brand new, and that he was looking for people on the channel to kind of give them a thumbs up or leave comments.
Pop to the title.
And then I was like, why don't you just do a series? That's my approach. Just do it. Just do it. Just go out there and do it. I prefer to have somebody who does what they enjoy than tries to do what other people enjoy. I think it's more realistic to me. I like seeing the passion, whether it's positive passion or negative passion. I want to see the passion in their videos, or their content, or their their podcasts or whatever.
Because if there's no passion, it's just someone talking into a screen for other people.
Yeah, they're just putting they're presenting what something that people like, but they're maybe not dislike as much. And I was just like, and this one person, he does live streams all the time with his buddies and posts them every night, and they seem to be having fun and all that other stuff, or at least he was. And he doesn't do that with other games as much. So the reason why I got into his channel was because of that passion of that particular software that got me into buying that game. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Okay, that's how it is. And I don't want to name names, but all the other stuff that he's putting out there, I mean, he's been around for years, and he's got Patreon provided, all this other stuff that I probably could try.
No, we don't show that game a lot, but that's because it doesn't really go with the flow of our channel. I mean, it doesn't necessarily, like, it's not because we're not playing a different game because more people view it. It's just
well, we haven't played that game in a while.
We haven't played it in a while either. Yeah.
No,
so,
this is our passion.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing is our passion.
Yeah, we're out night and day doing stuff for this.
Yes.
All day long, all the
time. This whole well, I shouldn't say this whole week, but the second half of the week since we came back from our trip, the trip was really more of relaxation and enjoying the trains of different areas and the scenery and the hiking and all that other stuff.
And what's kind of funny is we did see some things on the trip that are kind of related to Niagara, which is kind of funny. We were up north and we saw an industry that's the same company that's an industry that's in Niagara, and we saw oxy-vinyl cars actually.
Yeah, we saw.
So we even saw go cars in North Bay. It's there's stuff everywhere that reminds you of it, and it's really our passion.
Yeah. So
it's quite cool to be able to stream it, and we like doing it.
We like streaming. We have no problem streaming. It's not a burden. I just feel bad for anybody who. I even posted a comment. I felt bad for anybody. And I actually had a like, and somebody posted a comment about an engine, and I'm not interested in that engine, but I thanked them anyways.
I more am.
Yeah, you might be. Well, there you go. So, but for me, I'm sticking as much as I can to the prototype Niagara for now until it's up. So that's the dilemma I'm at right now. My suggestion, and Emmett can agree or disagree. I kind of said this before. I was actually going to try to push this channel big. I was actually going to really try to start pushing it, and after every video go into it and do timestamps and try to put a little bit of effort to try and find the content that people were looking for. But I wasn't going to go as far as to editing videos. I just didn't want to go that far. It's not that I don't want to produce something that's the best quality. It's just I'm not set up for that anyways, and that's not what I'm not a YouTuber. I have no, I don't. I'm not a typical YouTuber who just does a bunch of series of different things. I basically put the content in there of what my passions are, and that's it.
If people want to watch it, they can watch what we like. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
The channel's for people that enjoy the same passion as us.
Yeah. And if they find something they like, or if they want to, I don't mind. I get requests sometimes. Well, can you do this and can you do that? A lot of times I'll say no because it's not something that I want to do.
But sometimes it gives us information.
But sometimes it gives us ideas. Yeah. I mean, if for example, let's just say, and the engine was like I said, Emmett could use that information, so that was great. Let's say I had the same post, but it was about the center beam car that I might have overlooked. Try this one. Try this center beam. It's got dynamic numbers, and he's got a lot of content. If I saw that, and I'm downloading something that's pretty big right now, if he said that, then I would like, oh, okay, that's something I'll do. But either way, I appreciate any suggestions. What I'm proposing is that I no longer stream. That I don't know. Maybe once it's more finished. I was doing this before. I kind of stopped doing it when I was doing all the tiles because it was getting repetitive, and I knew it. And it's just I had to get the work done, and I got it. For me, this is going to be a grind for a while because I have to set up every single car type. I don't have to set up every single car type, but I have to get enough in there to make it basically runnable or as close to being worthy of saving. Once I have the sessions, maybe then, if I start running the sessions, I'll start streaming you guys with me, so at least you can see me operate.
And if we're doing something particularly interesting.
Yeah, something particular interesting, yeah.
But if we're just placing industries, I don't feel we need to stream it.
No.
Because I don't think people will want to sit there and watch us place a bunch of
If you guys are looking for something short and sweet, let me know on the forum. That's the only way, because if you don't let me know, I don't know. And I really don't know. That's the only way I can know. For example, I think Scott mentioned something about, I told him I did a video on it, about the base maps. And he asked about it. I gave him all my properties, but I said, because I really don't have any base maps that I really need right now. I mean, yes, I'm going to need some down the road, even going outside. But for now, I really don't need any. So I basically let him, I said, check my channel out. I says it's probably not categorized, which it's not. It's not on a playlist, which it's not. But it's in there. I remember doing, not too long ago, I was doing videos on base maps, for example. I did, like I said, the other day I did the video on my ideas for getting the external dispatcher. Now I'm thinking Run 8. The, what is that stupid thing? Switching feature. Switching feature, yeah. So switching feature for CN, which is, maybe it's a foreign concept to those when I post it on Iran, or maybe they don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but maybe
that could be the case.
Could be. I don't know if they have those features in the States or not, but
well, Lunar, I guess.
Yeah, well, they have that, but that's different. I've never heard the term switching feature in the States, so like I said, it could be a foreign concept. But in Canada, it's not, especially not CN. I don't know about CP, but...
CP has switching feature as well.
How do you know?
I'm almost positive.
Well,
It could be a different city.
You're guessing. I've never heard it, is what I'm saying, so...
Yeah.
Until you know that I've heard it on a scanner. CN does it. So I did a video about the switching feature, and that was it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I've got a lot of grunt work to do. I gotta drive his mom at 3 o'clock for shopping and then come back. But I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get into this today, but I'm gonna stop the video from here. I'm not gonna drag you guys through any more of this for today. Once I get into the sessions, or once I have something that's, because really that's all it is. Right now, all I'm doing is adding a bunch of industries and trying to get the staging to work the way I want. I might do one later on about the videos, and I might from time to time do an update video and stuff like that. But if you have any comments on that, or feel that I should be continuing to do it or whatever, you're welcome to do it. But just having 20 views and dragging people through it, I mean, to me is not worth it. And I'll take a quick look at any comments if there is any. So I got one viewer on, but that's about it for now. And I'm going to end this here, but I'm going to continue going. We got a download going right now. And I'll just go into Driver Surveyor here just to see. I think it'll pop up when I do this, or do I have to go like this? Where is it? Somewhere. I always forget. Content.
I don't remember.
Is it minimized? No. See, I'm so green to this, I don't know what the hell's what. Main menu. Let me go to main menu for a second. I didn't close it, did I?
You need to change into something else. Like you would need to go into the game.
Well, this takes a while. But anyways, I'm downloading something. I'll let that go. There it is. Oh yeah, look at this. 40 megabytes of 151. So I'm trying to download this. No, I've had long ones.
Really? Over 150?
Well, it says 20 on the disc, so I don't understand what this means. But anyways, yeah, I'll minimize that for now.
There's probably other things that are part of it.
But yeah, we're going to go back into this and start playing around, but that's going to be it for today. So that's it. Okay. I will talk to you whenever I talk to you. Keep in touch on the forums or whatever. I'll try to post content. And I'm regularly, I encourage you, if you're into trains, Sean 2EC or E2C or whatever my stupid name is that they assigned for me over there.
E2C.
E2C, yeah. That is my alias over on the Ron Trains forums. I go there every day. It is probably the best forums I've ever had in the 20 years of model railroading. It's really good. It's self-policing, even when there's little tiny issues. I had one the other day with somebody. It was just so self-policing and evident for me. I mean, it is such a breath of fresh air compared to some of the police state and some of the other forums and people's, you-know-what, sore butts, I guess. Yeah, that's it. I won't get any. I can do that in my other, and I'll have little rants and all that other stuff from time to time too, if I feel the need. But really, I don't have any rants right now. I'm happy to do what I'm doing, and best of luck to Run 8, and hopefully they get their shit together, and that'd be great. But if they don't, that's not a big deal, because I got years of stuff ahead of me, just with 2019, and I'm not worried about the next update coming out either. I'm sticking with 2019. I have no reason to go to any other version.
I don't see any way that it could get better.
Well,
and if it does, and
if it does, and
game changing, then maybe. But I don't see any reason why I would want anything more.
No, and there's plenty of everybody's doing their own things in different versions. We'll see. I'll have to see, check it out and consider it. But for now, I like the version I have. So. Anyways, guys, that's enough for now. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later. See ya.